The older we get, the more oppressive remorse can feel. Things we said 20 years ago can return with a new force. A broken relationship, a selfish decision, a harsh word, a long silence that was never repaired. Part of what makes remorse so painful in later life is this: time is short. What once felt unfinished now starts to feel more like a permanent loss that can never be repaired. The Buddhist teachings on remorse, like most of the Buddhist teachings, is unsurprisingly practical. He does not say, punish yourself. He does not say, endlessly replay your mistakes forever in your mind. The suffering and remorse we feel does not negate the actions we took. Remorse itself cannot go back in time and undo the harmful action. There's nothing skillful about making ourselves feel miserable, though. So what is the right response? First, be honest. Yeah, that was a mistake. The Buddha taught mindfulness. Before you act, ask yourself, will this cause harm? And afterwards ask, what were the results of my actions? If harm was done, admit it, learn from it, resolve not to repeat it. Instead of being the whip you beat yourself with, remorse becomes the teacher. But then comes the next step: Metta, goodwill. The Buddha teaches that after recognizing and admitting our mistakes, we develop goodwill and compassion for ourselves and for the people we harmed. Because if you keep attacking yourself, you weaken the very mind that needs strengthening in order to bring about change. Shame can be a tool. Healthy shame is useful, protects the heart. It says, I don't want to act in a way that is beneath me. But guilt and remorse, in the crippling sense, often just make us feel smaller, not wiser. Buddhist teaching contrasts that unhealthy pattern with a more skillful form of consciousness, rooted in self-respect and responsibility. So, how do you prevent remorse from ruling the rest of your life? The Buddhist answer is by virtue. The 5 precepts: don't steal, don't lie, don't kill, don't indulge in intoxicants, and avoid sexual harm. They're not there to make your life seem smaller or less fun. They are there to protect you from actions that will leave deep scars on the mind. Buddhist teaching calls virtue a treasure because it keeps you from creating the kind of thoughtless wounds that people regret for the rest of their lives. So if remorse has come up in your life, the question is not, how do I stop feeling bad? The better question is, what is this trying to teach me before it's too late? And for many of us, one lesson that is very close to home: make peace when and where you still can. Death and separation are normal, even though they never feel normal when they touch our own lives. But unfinished anger, withheld apologies, and old estrangements carry a cost. So if there's someone you can soften towards, soften. If there's something you can admit it, and apologize. The Buddhist way through remorse is not denial, and it's not self-condemnation. It is through honesty, goodwill, and restraint, and the quiet dignity of learning from your past without letting it define your future. Remorse does not have to be the end of the story. Handled wisely, it can become the place where the heart and happiness expand and grow.